like each of you to get up and tell us a 5-minute story about your summer.
At some point, you make a choice about who you are and what you want. Hey, I'm Rue. I'm an addict. You're about to start a brand new chapter.
Some new girl in town that I think you're gonna be friends with.
I'm Rue.
I'm Jules.
Suddenly, the whole world goes dark, and nothing else matters but the person standing in front of you.
I'm envious of your generation. You guys don't care as much about the rules.
They're just reaching for something to make it all seem meaningful. Every time I feel good, I think it'll last forever. But it doesn't.
Nothing lasts forever.
I've got an idea.
Should I be concerned?
You think because I went to rehab, I stayed clean?
I mean, ain't that the point?
If I could be a different person, I would. Baby, just take your time. You're delicate. I owe it to everyone I love to at least try and change.
You are looking at the best closer the city has ever seen.
Closer, huh? Baseball?
Attorney, I close situations.
What did you get me? I said I was gonna get you a 158.
Pencils down. Excuse me. Do I know you from somewhere?
I don't think so. I told you I wanted a 175. You're a B- student. I get you a 175, they'll know you cheated. I can have my money, please.
Recruiting. Harvey, your interviews are set up for tomorrow.
Can we please skip the recruiting? We need people who think on their feet, not another Harvard clone with a rod up his ass.
You went to Harvard Law.
I'm an exception.
Find me another one.
Give each guy a hard time before you send them back. Give me a wink if they say something clever.
Okay. Excuse me, you are 5 minutes late. Is there a reason why I should let you in?
I'm just trying to ditch the cops, okay? I don't really care if you let me in or not.
You want me. You want
Mike Ross. Harvey Specter, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, we only hire from Harvard, and you haven't even gone to any law school.
What if I told you that I consume knowledge like no one you've ever met and I've actually passed the bar?
I'd say you're full of crap.
Read me something.
Civil liability associated with agency is based on
The reasonable inference of agency on behalf of the plaintiff and the nature of the damages themselves.
How did you know that?
I like to read. Once I read something, I understand it. And once I understand it, I never forget it.
I'm emailing the firm. I just found our next associate.
I'm Rachel Zane. I'll be giving you your orientation.
Wow, you're pretty.
Good. You've hit on me. We can get it out of the way that I'm not interested.
I love you. Being a lawyer is like being a doctor. You keep pressing until it hurts. Then you know where to look.
That's weird. You giving me advice? Sounds like you actually care about me.
I don't. You're a reflection of me, and I absolutely care about me. So get your skinny tie out of my face and get to work.
This woman had her life ripped apart. You don't even care?
I'm not about caring. I'm about winning.
Why can't you be about both?
When we first met, you were a screw-up. I led you up the ranks, and then you lied to my face.
This isn't elementary school. This is hard work. Long hours, high pressure.
I will work as hard as it takes to become the best lawyer you have ever seen.
It's not easy butchering people. It's hard work. Physically and mentally, I don't think people realize you need to vent. You know, there's a lot more like me.
Do you think so?
40 years ago, your FBI was founded hunting down John Dillinger. Now, We have extreme violence between strangers.
We travel around the country and teach FBI techniques to cops.
You guys mind if I bother you for a minute?
She was found cuffed and lashed to the bed.
What people won't do to each other. There's nothing people won't do.
How can we help? We should be using every resource we can. Talking to the smartest people we find from the broadest possible spectrum.
Are criminals born? Or are they formed?
Psychopaths are convinced that there's nothing wrong with them, so these men are virtually impossible to study. Yet you have found a way in near perfect laboratory conditions.
Hello, ladies.
That's what makes this so exciting and potentially so far-reaching.
I can't let these guys rub off on me. The way they view sex.
And women.
It is not our job to commiserate with these people. It is our job to electrocute them.
We can't like everything we do. We're talking to serial killers.
Serial killers.
New terminology.
I'm trying to warn you, your attitude is going to bite you in the ass.
So young to be ruining people's lives. What did you do?
You're developing a pattern of behavior that will not sustain you here. Agent Ford, if you leave, I can't help you.
There's no procedural rule book for how to talk to these people.
If any of this is going to work, we need to talk to more subjects. More!
You want truffles? You gotta get in the dirt with the pigs.
How do we get ahead of crazy if we don't know how crazy thinks?
My name is Tokyo. But when this story began, that wasn't my name.
Don't move, or I'll blow you in half!
How would stealing about 2.4 billion euros sound?
Mom, I'm thinking about going on a trip. No one has ever hit that hard. Not even in New York, London, or Monte Carlo. So if my picture needs to be in the news again, at least it'll be for the greatest heist in history.
And every family in this country will be asking, what are they doing now?
What are we robbing?
The Royal Mint of Spain. It's absolutely imperative that the police don't have any idea what we're doing. But be very careful, because the second any blood is shed, we'll no longer be Robin Hoods, but just a bunch of plain motherfucking punks.
It's time! So just trust us and obey.
But all that peace was only the calm before the storm. Things were about to get so fucked up that we came very close to losing it all. Thief and murderer.
This is Hawkins. I know the worst thing that's ever happened here in the 4 years I've been working here. It was when an owl attacked Eleanor Gillespie's head because it thought that her hair was a nest. Out of 100 times, kid goes missing. The kid is with a parent or a relative.
What about the other time?
What?
You said 99 out of 100. What about the other time? The one!
I think she knows what happened to him.
And the girl?
She can't have gone far.
What the hell?
You know Will? Do you know where he is? Hiding. From who?
Maybe Will saw something that he shouldn't have.
center, the crystal of truth, the source of all life. The Skeksis have corrupted it. And now our world is at risk from the darkening.
What is the darkening?
Behold.
I saw something. A vision.
You read too many stories.
No, this was real!
Everything the Skeksis ever told us was a lie. And now everyone and everything is at risk. Join me, so we may finally unite as one against our true foe, the Skeksis.
We are eternal!
The resistance is forming.
Are you sure about this?
But I have hope.
Behold the power of the darkening!
Hope is fragile. Precious. Hope catches the light. Splitting the darkness. Revealing your destiny.
I don't think anything will ever be like it was again.
No. It will be better.
It's delicate, Mr. Shelby. Concerns the factory down the road at the BSA. Rumors get started.
Rumors that there was a robbery.
Robbery of what?
Speak. I asked my men to steal me 4 bikes with petrol engines. They picked up the wrong fucking crate.
So that's why they sent a cop from Belfast.
Maybe, maybe not.
Thomas, you're a bookmaker, a robber, a fighting man. You're not a fool.
You sell those guns to anyone, you will hang.
Crown of a prince. Soon to be king, I'd bet. And that's the machine guns now, and it's them that's in the book.
The ladies are attacking your bookies and taking your money. The men can't control them. You need help. We have connections. We know how they operate.
Those of you who have taken their bribes these years since the war, those of you who look the other way, you are worse than them.
Anyway, we're Peaky Blinders. We're not scared of coppers.
My job will decapitate each one, and by God, I will do it.
We will take them before last night's beer. Every gun, every bullet will be brought to me for inspection.
Raise a hand, all those who want to strike.
I'm looking for Thomas Shelby.
Never heard of him.
The greatest superhero team the world's ever seen. The 7.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I'm not gonna piss you about, Huey. I heard what happened to Robin.
You ain't alone, son. Soups lose hundreds of people each year to collateral damage.
I can't stop. I can't stop.
They were my business on the front page.
That's where I mean the boys to come in. Spank the bastards when they get out of line.
Can you control her, please?
You need to unclench your asshole.
Why are you two carrying on like a bunch of fucking twats? We got a fucking job to do.
I'm invincible, stupid motherfuckers.
I'm the world's greatest superhero. I can do whatever the fuck I want. We're on the verge of nailing these wankers.
I'm done.
Oi, what's Sporty Spice up to? Who? Sporty fucking Spice, what's she up to?
I don't know.
And baby, not even page 6 of the Daily Mail. You see, when they're apart, they're absolute fucking rubbish. But you put them together, they're the goddamn fucking Spice Girls. The point is, we need each other. We're fucking dead in the water.
Jesus, he gives the worst pep talks. He really, really does.
I can't do this.
You just pulled the fucking trigger! We're the 7th. Earth's most mighty, motherfucker!
Please, 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 no, please.
Pardon my French. Fuck those fuckers.
I know death. He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel.
I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
Chemistry is, well, technically, chemistry is the study of matter. But I prefer to see it as the study of change.
You understood what I've just said to you?
Yes. Lung cancer. Inoperable.
I'm sorry. I just need to make sure you fully understand.
Hank, how much money is that?
It's about 700 grand. It's pretty good haul. It's easy money.
Why are you here? But you know the business. And I know the chemistry.
We're coming home so late, and we're just left wondering where you were.
Tell me why you're doing this. Seriously.
I am awake.
All right, we're gonna make a lot of money.
So if you want to make more money and keep the money that you make, better call Saul.
$3 million. Or 3 months of your time.
beyond notice. We got new players today. Now, we don't know who they are, where they come from, but they possess an extremely high skill set.
Say my name. Heisenberg.
Stop trying to justify this whole thing and admit you're in danger.
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
I will not have my children living in a house where dealing drugs and hurting people and killing people is shrugged off as shit happens. I can do it! Who you want to do it? Don't do it. Do it!
The money, Skylar. Where is the rest? Skylar, where is the money? I have lived under the threat of death for a year now. And because of that, I've made choices. I alone should suffer the consequences of those choices, no one else. And those consequences, they're coming.